You get your paycheck. The number looks right. You sit down and pay the rent. You pay the car loan. You cover the electric bill. All of your monthly bills are officially handled. You look at your calendar and see that the dates are clear. No urgent payments are looming just around the corner. On the surface, everything seems fine. Life is functioning. You do not feel like you are in a financial crisis. For this moment, calm settles over the household. The machine of your financial life is running smoothly. And yet, you still feel a small, steady worry. It sits just underneath everything you do. It is not a sharp, sudden panic. Instead, it is a quiet stress. It hums in the background of your thoughts. It might surface when you check your banking app. It might show up when your car makes a strange noise. Most households in our modern economy are stable. Very few, however, are truly secure. This is the hard and often unspoken fact of many people's financial lives. A single disruption can tip the entire balance from order into chaos. Like one missed paycheck. A relatively small but unexpected car repair bill can make the choices for the rest of the month incredibly tight and difficult. When your financial system only works if every single part performs perfectly, the entire picture is fragile. It is like a house of cards that looks complete and whole, but is vulnerable to the slightest breeze. This fragility is a core reason for the constant underlying worry. This is the very definition of a fragile system, and fragile systems create quiet stress. You do not feel a constant sense of alarm or panic. Instead, you feel perpetually watchful. You find yourself checking the calendar again and again, planning the month with meticulous care. You watch your bank balance with an eagle eye, especially after the direct deposit from your paycheck has landed. You keep a running mental list of the next set of bills that are coming due. You end up living with a steady sense of vigilance. It is a state that is tiring in a soft, creeping way that you might not even notice at first. This feeling of quiet stress is not panic. It is vigilance. It is the constant, low-level activity of a mind that is on guard. It is the mental equivalent of a security guard making their rounds, checking every door, checking every window. You do this with your finances. You check your bank account more often than you need to. You mentally rehearse what you would do if your paycheck were delayed by a few days. You think twice before making a small, fun purchase, calculating its potential impact on the end of the month. This vigilance costs you energy, focus, and a bit of your daily peace. This state of watchfulness can be exhausting over time. It saps the mental resources that could be used for more creative or joyful pursuits. Instead of thinking about future goals or hobbies, your mind is occupied with managing the present and warding off potential threats. This is not a character flaw. It is a logical response to living in a system that offers stability, but not security. When you know there is no safety net, you have no choice but to become your own lookout, constantly scanning the horizon for any sign of trouble. The quiet stress is the sound of that lookout on duty. Many people internalize this feeling and blame themselves. They might think, if only I were better with money, I just need to work harder. This is why getting a raise at work often does not end the financial worry. On the surface, a raise seems like the perfect solution. More money should mean less stress. A bigger paycheck can lift your budget. You may pay off some nagging bills, or finally start a small savings account. But if your financial system has no cushion, the new money finds new needs. You might upgrade your car payment, move to a slightly more expensive apartment, absorb rising grocery and utility costs. The stress just changes shape. The worry moves from one category to another. Before the raise, worry about monthly bills. After, worry about higher car payments or maintaining a bigger home. The underlying fragility stays the same. Think of a house built on thin, unstable soil. You can add a new floor to make it look bigger. But the foundation hasn't changed. A steady wind can still make it shake. Your finances work the same way. The core of the problem is that many households are running a perfect system. It is a system that works, but only if nothing goes wrong. The paycheck must arrive on the exact day it is expected. The monthly bills must not suddenly increase. No one in the family can get sick in a way that requires expensive care. The car must continue to run without needing a major repair. When all of these conditions are met, the budget balances and life feels normal. But the number of things that must go right is long, and the number of things that can go wrong is even longer. This is the source of the fragility. It is the reason why a small shock can create a large disruption. A single missed paycheck does not just mean a temporary shortfall. Late fees damage to your credit score a cascade of other problems. The system is not built to absorb shocks. It is built to run perfectly, and life is rarely perfect. The quiet stress you feel is the rational awareness of this fragility. It is your mind acknowledging that you are walking on a tightrope, and even a small gust of wind could be a serious problem. There are simple, concrete steps you can take to move from this state of stability to one of security. The first and most important step is to build a small emergency cushion. Even a few $100s set aside can make a huge difference. Another step is to reduce one recurring payment that causes you strain. You can also look for one small, steady source of extra income. The goal of each move is to add a little bit of strength and flexibility to your system. Each step you take helps to reduce the quiet stress, bit by bit. But these steps take time, and the change is slow. Financial systems that are built on a thin base do not become robust overnight. That is why many people continue to feel the same sense of worry even as their paycheck grows. They are adding more to the top, but the foundation remains the same. To truly solve this, we must understand the key idea that keeps this cycle of quiet stress in place. Next time, we will explain the critical difference between income and wealth. Once you see that difference clearly, the choices you need to make will become much clearer. You will finally know how to build real security, not just temporary stability. Next, income versus wealth.